Welcome to the second session of DTP application and internet technologies. In the first session, I have discussed about the what is internet and the history of the internet. So in this session, I am going to discuss about the internet services, the intranet, extranet, uh, and the comparison with the internet and the governance of the internet. So before to start with the internet service, I'll just talk about the internet so that you can recollect the first session information which is related with internet only. So basically internet is a network of a network. Nowadays internet is a necessary in our life. We also say that no one can live without internet. We are using internet in different sectors like education, business, e-governance and e-commerce, etc. So internet is one kind of a network and which is connected with different communication device like computers, mobiles, tablets, etc. So that it is called that the internet is a network of a network. So let's talk about the internet service today. To collect the internet, you need to use the internet service. So if you want to send the email, if you want to send the message, right, you need the internet service. And for that internet service you can get from the internet service provider. Internet service provides a way for data to be transferred from one internet server to your computer. So from one computer to other computer you can send the data, the information, anything with the help of internet service. So internet service provider is the company, right, one organization who provides to access the internet. So basically internet is the facility, right, it's a type of a service which you can get to your get for the work, right, the which is related with the internet work like sending the emails and sending the messages, many more tasks, right, related with the internet, uh, like e-commerce, e-bankings, the social medias, the education related services, to get the information, to send the information, many more tasks you can do with the help of internet. The most internet service providers require you to subscribe in order to use their services. Subscribe in terms of that you have to pay uh, to get the internet facility, but there are the way to connect the internet services for free. Let's say in the college organization or in the railway station or the government municipal, you can say the under the government, the amusement park, right. So all those at all those places you will get free internet services. Definitely the speed and the data transfer limits are different, right, if than the in I mean compared to the free and the non-free services. So the two differences, right, that the two facility, the same facility you can get it by your own, by subscribing from the internet services provider, or by the free way, you can say. Some of the most common way to connect the internet are the dial-up, DSL, cable and the wireless services. So you can get the internet services through the dial-up connection, DSL connection, the cable connection, or the wireless connection. uh, let's talk about the internet service in more detail. So let's say you can access the information or to communicate with other on the internet by using a collection of tools and services that gives you to access to people, information and resources. The most commonly used internet services are like email, mailing list, file transfer protocol, telnet, gopher, www, web search engines, web conferencing, chatting, etc. Let's talk about all of these in detail. So let's start with the electronic mail. So basically the email is also known as the electronic mail. It's a popular service on the internet which help to exchange the data like text, image, etc. It is the electronic message that transferred from one computer to other computer through the internet. So the electronic mail that you can send through, you can say the popular uh, the service email service providers are like Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Rediff Mail, Hotmail and all. Let's talk about the telnet. It is a facility on the internet through which computer at a far distance can be used from other location. By use of telnet, a remote computer can be accessed from other location, so that from the data which is stored on one computer, you can access that information, that data from the other computer. And the distance, right? uh, Here they talk about the distance, that the computers are at the far distance, but still you can use all these informations, right, which is stored on other computer using the remote control access. The file transfer. The internet provides the facility of downloading and uploading large volume of files. We need FTP client program to upload and download the file from remote computer. So to download some PDF or the Word file from the internet, right? So that is the part of the file transfer service. The file transfer, which includes upload and downloads both. Video conferencing, the advanced service of internet through which people at different location communicate by watching each other is known as video conferencing. Let's say if we people are made through the Google platform or the Zoom platform, the Google Meet or the Zoom Meet or the Microsoft Team, right? All those are the video conferencing facilities, so that we people can meet at one time and we can share our information. I can share this subject information, you can ask your doubts, right? But it's a live conferencing, the live chat, the live session. So that is the video conferencing. And the next, that is the chatting. So the basic the way to communicate by sending the instant message is called the chatting, right? So both are located at their place, the places are different, but still they can communicate with each other, right? That is the chatting. Then we have the www is World Wide Web, is known as the web, is one of the most popular service on the internet. The www provides the millions of information on the different topics. There are millions of websites on the web which provides the information. Each website is identified by the internet address is, or you can say URL, is known as Uniform Resource Locator. There are some websites which search the information on web on the basis of keywords, and it is known as search engine. So the Google is the popular search engine, same way Yahoo also has its own search engine, so where you can type something and you can get the information about that. So that's all about the different services provided by the internet. Let's talk about the intranet. So before to talk about the intranet, let's get the information, revise the information about the intranet. It's a two different word, don't get confused. Internet and it's a intranet. Internet, where the two computers can communicate with each other, right? And the medium is the internet, right? So you need the internet connection, and the distance of those computers are so far. It might be like you can communicate from India to other country like UK, USA, anywhere, right? So that can be done through the internet service. Intranet service is completely different than the internet. Let's see. An intranet is a computer network for sharing information, collaboration tools, operational system, and other computing services within an organization, usually to the exclusion of access by outsiders. An intranet is a private enterprise network designed to support an organization's employees to communicate, collaborate, and perform their roles. It serves a broad range of the purposes and uses, but at its core, the intranet is there to help their employees. So basically, intranet is a network within one premises, we can say within an organization, or you can say like in one building, right? So you can develop a network to communicate between the employees, so like to reduce the paperwork, the traditional paperwork. So each and every employees can work on the computer, they can store the data on the server and transfer to the higher authorities, or they can submit to uh, under employees, you can say, right? So they can assign the task to that to their staff members, right? So all those work can be done with zero paperwork, you can say. That is the advantage of the intranet. So that is within one organization, you can say within a one premises. Intranet can be accessed through the LAN or WAN. LAN is the local area network, where the WAN is the wide area network. LAN requires a direct physical connection to access the network, but WAN can be accessed through direct physical connection or the remote connection. The organization with different offices in multiple locations, right? They use WAN for the intranet. The intranet is more secure, the more protected network. It allows password protected remote access using the dedicated communication line, so that only the organization employees or the person can access their data, their information and all, not all other. right? But if you post some data, let's say on the Facebook, right, so it is commonly viral and anyone can get that information, right? Yes, definitely you can restrict, but if no restrictions, then anyone can get that information. If you post some photo, then also, right? So that is the part of internet, but this is the part of the intranet. So it's a private network for the particular organization. uh, in simple words, we can say the intranet is a set of a network PCs, computers on internet. The computers on the intranet network may or may not have access to the internet. Intranet is a private network maintained by the organization for the internal use only, and it is for like their own employees or their members. Intranet is a developed for the private network and owned by the private organization. The in intranet, each computer is connected with each other for local communication. The computer in intranet are not communicate with outside the world unless and until they are connected with the internet, so they can. For example, in our college lab, each machines are communicate with each other internally. Only some machines have permission to work in internet. So similarly, like machines are communicate with each other, right? So all those are connected with the LAN and the data stored on the servers, but only the few machines have internet connections. So the two different thing, the internet and the intranet. Same as the schools, companies and organizations and hospitals, right? They can also use the intranet connection for their own purpose. So that is about the intranet. Let's talk about the difference between the internet and the intranet. A global internet is a global system of interconnected computer network that use the internet protocol is called TCP/IP to link the device World Wide Web. Where intranet is a private network that is contained within an enterprise. Internet is a public network where intranet is a private network. In internet, anyone can access the information, where intranet only the user of organization have access. Internet is less secure, where intranet is more secure, because outsider can't access the informations, only the insiders, I mean the organization members or the employees can access. In internet, a global system, and it has a large number of users, where intranet a small network and has a limited number of users. Internet has more traffic because it is a worldwide network, and intranet has a minimum traffic because it has a less number of users. Internet is not owned by anyone, where intranet is owned by the specific organization. Internet is managed by the internet service provider, where intranet is managed by the network administrator who is working in organization. In internet, the billions of servers are operated by the intranet. So by the internet, sorry, again the internet, where billions of servers are operated by the internet, and in the intranet only the organization's server is operated by the intranet. So that is all about the internet and the intranet. Let's talk about the extranet and compare with the internet and the uh, Extranet. So the extranet refers to the network within an organization using internet to connect the outsiders in controlled manner. It helps to connect the business with their customers, suppliers, and therefore allows working in collaborative manner. So again, the extranet refers to a network within an organization, but they use internet to connect their outsiders and the outsiders, they might be client, customers, suppliers, buyers, or the business partners. So in extranet, the internet use is compulsory, but in intranet you may use internet or you may not. And the internet itself is a publicly available, anyone can access whatever you post on over the internet. Anyone can get that information, anyone can get it, right? Because it is commonly uploaded, posted on the world wide web. So it is available for each and everyone, but not in terms of extranet and in the intranet. So you can say this figure is a you can say there is a the intranet and there is a internet, intranet, and the extranet as well. So this is the organization, the one organization, the internal clients, the employees, and the members are communicate with each other, and which are connected through the servers, and they stores their data on their own servers, and they can share their files, whatever files, if they wants to share with the outsiders, let's say their customers, suppliers, or the business partners, right? So with the help of internet they can share. If they share their information on world wide web, so it is commonly available. But if they use the extranet, so they people are also communicate, those informations are also secured. So those informations are resides in between the customers, suppliers, their business partners, and the organizations. So that is the use of extranet, internet, and the intranet. So that is all about the internet, extranet, and the internet. Let's see, the internet is available publicly worldwide, where extranet, it's a company network connecting the internal and the external subscribers, and available from the multiple locations. So the locations are also not restricted for the extranet. Intranet, the company network that connects the internal subscribers only, and only available at specific location. So that is about the internet, intranet, and the extranet. Let's talk about the governance of the internet. So the governance of the internet are basically the rules to use the internet. So internet governance refers to the rules, policies, and the standards and practices that coordinate and shape the global cyberspace. While internet connectivity generated the innovative new services, capabilities, and unprecedented form of sharing and cooperation, it is also created a new form of crime. So it is like, if you have the advantage of the internet, so definitely you have the disadvantage of the internet. So in terms of like it also created a few form of like crime, abuse, surveillance, and social conflicts, etc. Internet governance is the process whereby the cyberspace participants resolve the conflicts over these problems, and the develop the workable order, right? So you can say the good platform to share their information. So you will require a few certain laws, few certain rules, right, to share the information on the internet. You can't steal anyone's photo or the information or the text, right? So that is also the one of the crime in terms of, we can say, e-crime. The rapid growth in the internet use poses challenges for the existing policies on its administration and the regulation. Internet governance covers a broad range of subjects, for technical administration to wider public policy issues such as content regulation. Although the internet is a global network, many policies are set nationally and many policies are set internationally as well. Some decisions are require international uh, cooperation, and there are often difficulties in agreeing uniform rules. This is a debate over which issue comprise the internet governance, because for each and every country their rules and regulations are different, right? Let's say the traffic rules in India are different, but traffic rules in UK, US's are also different. But in internet, I mean, if you are traveling, so if you're the driver for your vehicle, so definitely you will be the driving in one city or maybe the outside the city, but in India only, right? So you, in India, you have to follow the Indian traffic rule, but if you are traveling in UK, you have to follow the UK traffic rules. But there's no limit for the internet, because you can share your information from India to UK, from India to USA, right? So there's no borders, so no limitations. So there also the conflicts, like the Indian internet related rules and policies are different, and UK, USA are different. So the internet governance is the common the common rule, right? They that is publicly followed all over the world. So working group of established after the United Nations, the initiated World Summit on Information Society proposed the following definition of internet governance as a part of its June 2005 report. So it was developed in 2005. We can say it was constituted in 2005. Internet governance is the development and the application by the governments and the private sectors and civil society in their respective roles of shared principles, norms, rules, decision making procedures and programs that shape the evolution and the use of internet. Basically, the defined it the governance of internet defined as the development and the application by the governments, the private sectors, right? They the civil societies, to in their respective roles to share something, to share their principles, norms and rules for some decision making, for some procedure that each and everyone has to follow, and the specific program, you can say, to shape the day by day change, the evolution in the usage of the internet and the use of internet. So that is all about the governance of the internet. In the next session, I'll discuss about the internet uh, protocols and OSI model. So we'll meet soon in the next session. Till then, bye bye.